What's up, YouTube? I'm here from Northern Card Gaming. I'm here bringing you a cheap, easy and competitive DDD deck for you guys to pick up and try at home. Now this deck, if the ban list helps it, can also be made even more competitive by hitting Maxi and its weaknesses. Anyway, I'm here to show you how to make this deck for £50 or less. Now, simply pick up 3 of these guys. It's 3 Pendulum Domination structure decks, very easy. They probably retail at about £8 to £9 each. Now, I would like to say that you can probably get 3 of them for easily £24. Maybe a little less if you know the place and if they've got them on deal. I know some places had them on free for £20, but either way, we're going to count it as £24 as a starter deck. This is obviously your extra deck, we'll get to that later. These are the cards that don't come in the starter deck, that'll show you what you need to get. And these are the cards that do come in the starter deck. So, let's zoom in, I'll price everything up for you as we go, excluding obviously the stuff that's already in the starter deck, because that kind of comes in your £24 budget. This will be tried to be made for £50 or less. Now, with DDDs, you're probably going to be hitting that exact £50 mark. Anyway, let's go straight into it. You've got your triple DD Lamina. Now this card is your tuner, it's an absolute boss in this deck, it helps you get into so much, and there's so many good combos with this deck, it's unreal. So you must play 3 of this. You play triple DD Oblivion King Ragnarok. Now this card again is really good, it helps you special summon stuff from grave and from field. It also lets you target 1 DD card you control, tribute it, and banish 1 card your opponent controls. So again, very nice. We play 1 DDD Doom King Armageddon. You can bump this up to 2 and put Thomas, which is in the deck that the cards that don't come in the deck, down to 1, just so you can try and keep it a bit more budget for yourself. 3 DD Savant Kepler, again really cheap, like a penny card because it's been reprinted twice in the deck and in the main back in Dimensions of Chaos. Double DD Savant Copernicus, very nice combo with this card. If you banish Swell Slime, special summon this from hand while you've got a Genghis on board, you can use this effect to dump and then Genghis' effect to revive that card you just dumped. 2 DD Orpheros, this is kind of like your MST of the deck. You can drop 1 of these down if you wish to and put up your MST to 2. I will show you again in the deck that the cards don't come in, that we play 1 MST. So this card in its Pendulum Scale, you target 1 spell or trap card on the field and 1 other DD or Dark Contract card you control, destroy them. Its Pendulum effect is when you take battle damage or effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned to your field, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except theme monsters. So if you do it during your opponent's turn, not an issue. If you do it during your turn when you take burn damage from your contracts, then you know you're locked out for the turn, but most of your cards are themed anyway. Triple Dark Contract with the Gate. This is your searcher of the deck. You usually use this to search out Kepler or Lamia or Swirl or just whatever of the 4 cards you're going to be missing. 1 Dark Contract with a Swamp King. You can bump this up to 2 if you really want to, but to be totally honest, you only need it at 1. At 1, if they MST it, then yeah, cool, you're in a bit of trouble. But 9 times out of 10 they don't, because they don't mind you burning. The other thing with this card as well is they cannot warn in any of your fusion summons, because it is like Infernity Launcher. Because it is an activated effect, it misses the warning kind of aspect ratio of it. Anyway, Triple Law of Darkness, again really cheap, came out in the structure deck, straightforward. 1 Forged Barrel because you can only play it at 1, so you play it at 1. 1 for 1, again, only played at 1, play it at 1, it helps get your Lamias off, it helps get you OTK boards, it helps get you lockout boards. And then 1 Dark Contract with the Witch. This puts in quite a lot of work, to be totally honest with you. So it's very protective. It gives your DD, it gives your Fiend monsters an extra 1,000 attack during your opponent's turn. And then obviously you can send 1 DD or Dark Contract card from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 card in the field and destroy it. So that is what comes in the starter deck. A very good, healthy amount of cards for your £24. Now to the cards that don't come in the starter deck. So you need to play these cards. You need to get hold of Triple Swirl Slime and Triple Necro Slime. These cards make the deck. You need to pick those up. Now, there are some people out there that are trying to charge stupid amounts of money for this card. They're a 10p card. Simple as that. You should not be paying more than £1 for the pair of these. Worst case scenario, you pay £1 for the playset just to get them. Next up is 2 DD Savant Thomas. This card you can, if it's too expensive for you, I know it's only a couple of quid, but if it puts you over your £50 budget, drop it down to 1. But if you can get hold of 2, you can probably get these and those for like £5, to be fair, so you've got no excuse. That takes you up to a £29 mark. Next up, MST. Now, if you can't get hold of one of these for free, I will send you one, because there's no reason why you can't get a hold of these. One dark hole, very, very cheap compared to YUGIOH, does the exact same job. Double trade-in, again, very, very cheap, been printed many a time, so it's a penny card. One burial from a different dimension might cost you about 50p, but you can use it in this day, really, really helps. One pot of equivocativeness. It never really hit the ground running, so it's not as sought after, which means the second-hand market haven't bumped this up in price. So again, it's very, very cheap to get hold of, so do so, and it helps the deck out, it helps you get that draw power. One vanities, this might be your more expensive kind of element of the side deck bit, but it's very, very helpful. It might even get changed in the ban list, you might not have to worry about it as much, but it is a very good card for what it is. And then your one solemn warning, it's been printed 101 times, so if you can't get hold of one of these, you're not looking in the right place. Now, I would say for all of these, to add to your budget, if you have a really, really good friend, you could probably pick these up for about, maybe not even a tenner. I mean, £5 for that lot. I wouldn't count this stuff. This stuff's like your friends, if you're that good, should be giving you them for free. So let's say £5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's say a tenner. So let's say £10 in all of that. So you're now up to a £34 budget, which leaves you 16 for your extra deck. So now we get into your extra deck. So we'll go through the synchros. Siegfried is in the starter deck, so very, very cheap. Gus King is like £1. It came in a tin, so very, very cheap. Clearwing, the reprint of the tin, is like £1.50, £2. So you can pick him up really, really cheaply. Odd Eyes Meteor Burst came in the starter decks, again, relatively cheap. Scarlight, again, reprinted in tins, very, very cheap. Crystron Phoenix, Crystron's just never hit it off. This card's like worth £1, and it's very, very good. Sorry, second Siegfried, why not? You've got two of them, and the effect to negate is very, very nice. Unfortunately, you can only use the effect once per turn. However, so you don't want two Curse King Siegfrieds on the board at the same time. However, they do help, and even if you do get a second on, you can probably go into a rank 8. Now this is your money card in the extra deck, is your Formula Synchron. It was only about a £5, it's now climbed up in price. You can probably pick up a lower rarity if you're very, very lucky for £6, otherwise it floats at about £6.50 to £7. So that kind of eats up, let's say that puts you to £40. Let's say you can get it at £6, that puts your budget up to £40, so you've got tenner to play with the rest of this, and so far you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you've got £4 more to play with, which when we go through the extra deck you'll see it's not that much of an issue. So fusions, your one Wave King, again he's not really that sought after, but he is your escape route, he's like worth £1. The Arc didn't get reprinted, but not many people are playing it as higher amounts in their extra deck at the moment. You can play it between 1 and 2. Playing it at 1, you can probably pick it up very, very cheap. Your Flanking Gangsters, again, really, really cheap because they came out in the tins. Your DDD Dragonbane, again, came out in the starter decks. You don't need to count the cost of that. Kali Yuga is getting a reprint in the Star Pack, so he's probably worth 10p now. And then your Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis is probably worth a couple of quid, because not many people are using it at this moment in time. And that's what you've got to remember, is if the cards aren't used, if they're not sought after, they're not going to be huge amounts in price. So that is it. That probably fit well within your budget on that. And you can probably get them in like bundles. Your friend, you can probably get a whole deck complete. There's probably someone out there that's gone and bought 3 starter decks, put it all together, and then added in the slimes, and you can probably pick that up relatively cheaply as well. If you do want to pump more money into this, by all means, your next targets, whether you trade for them or whether you go up to them, will be your number 38, Harbinger, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. This will replace your Heretic Son of Dragonopolis. Now, these is designed to go second because your first turn lockout cards, such as Hope Harbinger, Omega, Crystal Wing, and the second Formula Synchron, are all first turn cards, but they're all expensive. You're looking at about 10, 40, I think that's like 50, 60 quid at the moment. So that's if you want to pump money into it. I wouldn't advise having to pump money into it if you're new back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or if you just want to have a bit of fun at the moment and play with a current deck. This is just like ABCs and Monarchs. You can buy 3 structure decks, put in a couple of little tweaks, and you've got a very competitive deck. So, thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful. I hope this kind of gives you a reason to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, to play Yu-Gi-Oh, or just to see what the new structure deck kind of is that can help you, just jump straight into it. So thanks for watching. Please give the video a massive thumbs up, because without you guys we wouldn't be able to continue doing this. So we love all your support, guys, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, and we'll bring you more videos every time we can. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your mum, share with your brother, share with your friends at school. The more people that see this, the more people that will know, and the more people you'll have to play Yu-Gi-Oh with. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks. Bye.